value. So we'll have another one coming in just a little while, but let's do something brand new. Let's talk about a brand new launch of Jay's Spiny Oyster and Apatite Beaded Station Necklace. Like, this is definitely a wow, attention-getting piece. I love the double strand. I love these huge, but not overwhelming, just very much statement pieces of Spiny Oyster. And then the colorways, again, they go back perfectly. The reds, the oranges, the turquoise. Beautiful. It's under $50 if you want to get this home on FlexPay. I've got to know the story behind this piece. I've got to put this one on too.
Well, I appreciate you like this because I designed it.
You did? Oh, it's a good thing then. Jay, great job. I'm going to put this on.
Tell you, if you would have been talking badly about it or something like that, I probably would have been in denial.
How do you?
I said, oh, well, one of our younger designers that doesn't know what they're doing, right? No, you know, this has got me written all over it. But I will say that, okay, this being the case in this is the very first time ever that we've combined these two natural materials together in a design.
Combo.
And you know, it's you know, like with me, and I've said this before, but it's really the truth.
Oh my gosh!
If you went to my studio and you really see how I work personally, I mean, you know, we design everything in-house. There's nothing that we don't buy other people's designs. We don't bring everything that you see on the MindFind show is actually designed by us, and not only designed, created, manufactured by us. But you know, when I design, I'm extremely visual. I have, you know, you could set me in a room with pencil and paper and tell me, look, Jay, you're not leaving the room until you give us 5 designs, right?
Okay.
You'd come back like a week later, I'd be sitting there and all I've done is eating the erasers off the pencils, right?
You need to like put the material together.
If you come to my studio and you see it, now also, I've been accused, some people, you know, have accused me of being a hoarder. Okay. Now, I don't think it's fair, all right? But I've been accused of being a hoarder, and the thing is, I am a hoarder, but I hoard cool stuff. Also, when you're a hoarder, I mean, like, I'm an organized hoarder. I mean, like, you know, like when you come and you see everything's got a place and everything's in its place, you know?
Yep.
And now, when I start designing, you go into my studio and you'll see like I'm designing, and I do paper designs, I do write it, but how I do it is I get different materials out and I start laying them out and I see what kind of goes with each thing and what comes together, and then it comes together on me, you know, the design I want to accomplish and what I want to do. And I have to tell you, when I put these together, I was sitting there, I was playing with it, and I was going, oh my gosh, I can't imagine that I didn't do this before.
Perfection.
Now, one of the things that I have done in the past, you know, normally what I do, and you got to break that habit, is a lot of what I normally do is I have materials that I know work together, and so you constantly are doing that. And normally what I do with Spiny Oyster in particular is I combine it back to blue turquoise, right? That's the #1 go-to. So this is a natural indigo blue apatite. I have very, very little of this material left in my private collection right now. I really don't have any hopes of ever getting any more of this material. Here's what it looks like.
And you used a lot of it too. Oh, beautiful.
Okay. Well,
look at this.
you know, really, okay, the design says it all. You know, when you see it, what do you see? You see beads, right? Round beads. There's a reason for that, right? If I had pieces that are as big as what Michelle's holding in her hand right now, you would see me doing what I call my dance of joy, right? Hopping around, because that's how, you know, a lot of the material was that big or bigger when I first got it. Unfortunately, all I have left is a smaller material. It's still very, very high-grade material, has that real high blue. I wish I could get more of this. It comes out of Madagascar. We bought every bit of this. There was one stope that has ever been found of this indigo blue.
Right.
We bought the whole stope. So we got all the material. There was a guy from Germany that actually got 1,200 pounds of it before I could solidify the deal.
Did you try to track him down?
And I actually did.
You did?
Did a whole
I was
of the material.
joking.
Had to pay a stupid amount of money.
Wow.
But you know, but the thing is, I bought it So the fact that we could say that we had it all,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That it's not going to be anywhere. Even though he was from Germany, he marketed in Europe. I doubt you would ever seen it in the United States, but we wanted all the material.
Wow.
So this is a really unique, special blue apatite. Now, you know, that being said, you can get blue apatite in, especially I know a source in South America and Brazil. Every now and then you'll find there's a source now that's just popped up in Tanzania. But this material that comes out of Madagascar, as far as I know, we got the one and only stope, or the one and only load of that particular material. I think it goes back to Spiny Oyster really well. And what's really cool with this design, I not only can put in the orange spiny, but I also did the red. So you got the red, orange spiny, it's cut from the natural shell.
That's what I was looking at, how beautiful.
Is that cool or what?
Look at that. I mean, you can see every single detail when you look up close. You can tell that that's cut from the natural shell. The colors are so vibrant. It looks like a sunset. The reds, the oranges, and then the blue of the ocean. Like that, to me, that's what I think of when I see this. I'm so excited. We are launching this with you all right now who are watching. And I wanted to mention too, you can take another $50 off of this if you purchase this with the HSN card. If you apply for the HSN card when you're approved, it will give you $50 to put toward any single item purchase. So that makes this value from great to extreme. And I'm looking over here at the shells that you have, and it's just amazing. This is what I was saying.
Okay.
It is exactly how Mother Nature produced it for us. The vibrancy of the colors, the texture.
Yeah,
wow.
Watch it when you touch that.
Look, no, you're right. Wow.
Okay, so the reason I bring this is so that everybody knows, because, you know, like I grew up very rural, okay? Very rural, like where you didn't name your pets because you never knew when Bobby the Bull was going to be on the plate, right? So the reason that I bring specimens is to actually show people the reality of this, that it doesn't start like that, right? It's like when you go to the supermarket and you see that nice chicken breast all wrapped up.
Yeah, it didn't look like that.
Plastic package, okay? It didn't come like that, right? It started off as a chicken. So in this case, you know, I like to show the raw materials, how they really, you know, what they look like in Mother Nature, and then what they look like when we finish the jewelry. There's a lot of steps in between, a lot of work, and a lot of compassion, a lot of skill that actually goes into making any one of these designs. What I like about this is, you know, like I like things that are big and bold. Most of the designs that I do are kind of contemporary, but more big, bold. I like big, I like free form, and then I like color contrast. And I also love a lot of bright colors. Like I said, you know, for me, color is energy, color is life. And so anything that I do, I always try to design with something that really is unique. If it is a multicolored colored type design, I like to have things that really have a lot of color property, that really come out and stand out to you.
It makes an outfit. I mean, Julia's wearing all black. I'm wearing your basic like beige, and this necklace makes the outfit. And it's really fun and bright and vibrant for spring and summertime. Like I could see taking this on vacation and wearing it with every single outfit that you pack, whether it's a t-shirt, it's a bathing suit cover up, or it's like your most elegant outfit for the evening, you know, dinner that night. It's a really special and unique piece. And I look at this and I think of the beach. I think of the sunset with the oranges and the reds and obviously the shells, and then you've got that gorgeous blue of the apatite, which it looks like you could dive right into it. I mean, look at every detail. And I love, Jay, the designs of doing the alternating little nugget pieces of each too, so that you really have a fun kind of back and forth of the blues, the orange, and the red. And
I do that as kind of as a color block.
It's neat.
Right, so you can take the materials and it goes through the whole complete design. So I like the way it lays, and then if you know, here again, you've got the color contrast, and you've got two unusual natural materials that I personally have never combined before. I don't know why I've never combined them before this design, but I just think that they go together so well.
Look at the texture. And yet everything is smooth and cool to the touch, and it's actually really lightweight. Even though it has a huge presence, it's not heavy.
Right, you know, this is actually, that's a good point. Like we're, you know, of course, we try to make everything that we design, it's actually tested, believe it or not.
Really?
when we
Like
make
a
a
fit
design
test?
before we actually produce it,
Oh.
we wear test everything, and we make sure that it's not only lays right, but that it's wearer-friendly, user-friendly, right? There's nothing
Right.
worse than having a great design. My wife's a perfect example. She has jewelry that I have to tell you is fit for a king or a queen, and she never wears it.
it.
And the reason she
Oh,
doesn't
what a
wear
shame.
it, you have to have a whole team. You have to have a whole surgical team to actually put it on to wear it.
And there's nothing worse than your hair getting caught in clasps or it weighing down on your shirt. This one's 18 inches long too, and you always have a 2 3/4 inch extender to play with on these pieces. So you can really change it up based on the neckline of your clothes or just how you're wearing your hair or the mood you're in. We don't have a full presentation on these pieces, but I wanted to show them to you